What if I told you that the fate of your marriage, the next 20, 30, maybe 50 years of your life, is already written? Not by destiny. Not by luck. But by a quiet, often ignored conversation happening right now in your own home. Maybe you're arguing less now. Maybe you feel like you've finally found a routine. But deep down, a little voice asks, is this all there is? Is this normal? Or is this the beginning of the end? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the one-factor relationship experts agree on. The single, most powerful predictor of marital success. And it's simpler and scarier than you think. Meet Sarah and Michael. Married 6 years. They have the beautiful home, the steady jobs, the perfect Instagram posts. But every Tuesday night, they have taco night. Michael walks in, a long day etched on his face. Sarah asks, "How was your meeting?" A simple question. A bid for connection. Michael grunts. Fine. Long. He grabs a taco, still looking down. Sarah pauses. Her hand hovers over the salsa bowl. She could let it go. She usually does. But tonight, she tries again. I saw Karen from your office posted about a big change. Are you? Michael cuts her off, slightly irritated. Look, can we just eat? I've been on calls all day. I don't want to talk about work. The rest of the meal is quiet. The only sound is the gentle clinking of silverware. Sarah didn't get angry. Michael didn't yell. There was no explosion. Just silence. A micro-rejection. And that, my friends, is the most accurate crystal ball for their future. Because Michael didn't just reject the topic of work. He rejected Sarah's bid for connection. Relationship guru Dr. John Gottman calls these small moments bids. And how you respond to them is the difference between a golden anniversary and a lonely divorce. To predict your marriage future, you don't need a psychic. You need a scorecard. The healthiest couples turn toward their partner's bids for connection 86% of the time. The couples who divorce? They only manage 33%. Your marriage forecast is based on your response rate. Here are 5 simple hacks to dramatically improve your score, starting today. Hack 1, the 30-second rule. Your partner says something small, look at this weird dog on my feed, or, it's so cold in here. Most of the time, we just nod, say, uh-huh, and keep scrolling. That's a turn-away response. When your partner makes a small, non-urgent statement, give them at least 30 seconds of your undivided attention. Put down your phone. Make eye contact. Give a response that validates their comment, even if you don't care about the dog. That is a strange dog. What breed do you think it is? You're not just acknowledging the dog. You're acknowledging them. You're saying, I see you, and your thoughts matter. Hack 2, the 2-question deep dive. Let's go back to Michael's grunt, fine. Long. The typical response is, okay, and the conversation dies. If their first response is a dead end, you get 2 free follow-up questions. It shows you're committed to breaking through the surface. Sarah could have said, I hear you, it sounds exhausting. What was the hardest moment of the day? Question 1. If he answers briefly, she follows up, is there anything I can do to make tonight easier? Question 2. This turns an obstacle into an opportunity for teamwork. Hack 3, the redo card. We all mess up. We snap. We miss the bid. You're stressed, you're tired. You respond with anger or dismissal. Don't let that mistake define the next hour, or the next week. The moment you realize you messed up, say, I need a redo. This is a safe word. It means, I know I failed that interaction. Let me try again. After snapping, you walk up, give your partner a hug, and say, "I need a redo. My stress isn't your fault. Tell me again what you were saying. I want to listen." This disarms conflict and shows your commitment to the relationship, not your ego. Hack 4, the emotional inventory check. Bids don't just happen at dinner. They happen in the car, standing by the sink, or when you wake up. Twice a day, do an emotional inventory check on your partner. It only takes 10 seconds. Ask yourself, what is my partner feeling right now, and why? A quick visual scan. Are their shoulders tense? Are they quiet? Are they humming a little? Then, gently initiate a bid that matches their mood. If they look stressed, try, "You seem quiet. Anything you want to offload?" If they look happy, try, "Your smile is huge. What's the best thing that happened today?" This creates a safe space, preempting the negative bids. Hack 5, the 1-minute appreciation sandwich. When you have a conflict, or a turn-away moment, the negativity can linger. You need a daily dose of positive bids to offset the bad ones. Every night, before bed, give your partner an appreciation sandwich. It has 3 layers and takes less than 60 seconds. Layer 1, the bread state one specific thing they did you notice today. Thanks for emptying the dishwasher. Layer 2, the filling state the feeling it gave you. It really helped me relax when I got home. Layer 3, the bread reaffirm your commitment. I'm so glad I'm building this life with you. That 1 minute of deliberate, targeted positivity is like an insurance policy against the inevitable rough moments. Your marriage future isn't a sealed envelope. It's an open book you are both writing, page by page, minute by minute. It's not about grand gestures or exotic vacations. It's about those small, whispered sentences. How was your meeting? I'm cold. Look at this dog. The quality of your relationship is the quality of your micro-responses. When your partner reaches out, no matter how trivial the bid, do you turn toward them? Do you answer their call? That percentage, that scorecard, is your destiny. Because the key to a long, happy marriage is not passion. It is attention. If this video gave you a new way to look at your dinner table, a new power to shape your future, then please hit that like button and subscribe for more insights that actually make a difference in your everyday love life. And I want to know, what is one small bid you missed recently? Share it in the comments. Let's start a conversation about what it truly means to show up for the people we love most. We'll see you next time. Keep turning toward each other.